So I had a bit of a buying splurge yesterday, so it's probably a good thing to go through with you exactly what I bought. It's quite a mix of stuff here really. So first up, I think I mentioned before this would be coming in. It's another car from a subscriber. Massive thanks. Second car they've sold me. They sold me a Panda 4x4 before. If you've watched it 4x4 before, and it was a 4x4, it was the Antarctica 4x4 with a little penguin on the side of it. Oh, I was just missing the penguin. So he had that one, sold that to me, and then more recently got this 1.2 petrol one for his wife, but she's not been getting on with it. I think probably because she had the Twin Air before, and this is the 1.2. Now the Twin Air is a cracking engine. It's got loads of low down torque, and if you drive one back to back with a 1.2 petrol Panda, you will not enjoy the 1.2 petrol as much, because like I say, Twin Air's got 100 foot-pound of torque, I think at 1500 RPM. These are about 80 at 4000 RPM. So these have to be worked quite a lot harder, but what I would say is the 1.2s last quite a lot longer. I've seen these do 180,000 miles, no problem at all, if they've had their cam belts done. This one is in very, very good condition. It's only done 21,000 miles, and it's a lounge, which with the Pandas, you want to go for the higher spec ones. The lower specs are just too basic. So yeah, little 1.2 petrol lounge. So that's a adaptation of the old fire engine, isn't it? 1.2 petrol on these. I've done so many of these engines, I know them inside out. Like I say, not the most sort of powerful, but they will go on forever and day. You rev them and they're lots of fun. You just got to rev them quite a bit. So yeah, 1.2 lounge, nice blue interior against the white. The blue carries on across the dashboard as well. It's got a full service history. It's got a relatively new advisory free MOT. I think that's only a couple of months old, maybe. To double check that. Had a little drive in it yesterday. Drives great. The only thing it's got is a very slightly squeaky clutch pedal, which could be the slave cylinder. It could be the pedal down there. If any of you have had any Fiats with the 1.2 in, be it the 500, the Panda, any of those, they all get squeaky clutch pedals, pretty much without exception. This one isn't too bad. It's actually relatively quiet. You don't even really notice it unless you're a complete standstill yeah, it's a complete standstill while taking off. If you're driving, you don't notice it at all. So yeah, mega low miles, 21,000. Bodywork's excellent all round. This is really just a wash it and stick it up job. Not really anything to do on it at all. Like I said, I've done my test driving it. Drives absolutely fine. You're always looking out for things like lower arms, squeaky top mounts, but it doesn't have any of those. Really, really nice nick. So yeah, massive thanks again to our subscriber there. Drove it all the way down here and I popped them back to the train station. So yeah, that's a nice little buy. Should be going up at about, I think we'll be going about 5,995. I think Auto Trader says a bit more than that. We'll see how we get on with that. So yeah, nice little buy there. Hopefully I can get that cleaned up while the sun's out today, because it's raining tomorrow, which is Sunday anyway. But hopefully I can get that quickly cleaned up, get it photographed and get it up on the site super quickly. Another one that only needs a light clean to get up for sale is this little Fiesta, because this is in really nice condition again. Really nice. I got this from the main dealer Part Exchange, and this is a 1 litre EcoBoost on a 2017, is it mid 2017? Yeah, 67 plate. Full service history, all stamped up. One owner from new, locally supplied at our local Ford dealership. Only got 32,000 miles, I think this one. Really nice metallic red. When he first said it was a red one coming in, I was like, I hope it's not flat red. But no, this is a nice metallic, and it's a titanium, so the spec's really good as well. Obviously everything's colour coded. We've got the alloy wheels. Looks like we've got rain sensitive wipers up there. I think we'll have a look at the interior in a second. Drove this one back as well. Drives absolutely lovely, no problems with it at all. It's got sat nav, it's got cruise control, auto-fold mirrors. Interior is pretty darn mint in it. Any dirt in it really is from me driving it around yesterday. So yeah, we've got the actual updated full big screen up there with the sat nav on. We've got the climate control down there, 6-speed gearbox, traction control, parking sensors, eco mode, cruise control, Bluetooth. It's got everything. 35,000 miles. 35,000 miles with a fully stamped up service history, part main dealer, part independent. Seats are all fantastic. And drives like little 1 litre EcoBoost do. They're really, really good engines. That's in terms of, you know, they've got plenty of punch. They drive really, really well. I believe someone told me that these slightly later ones had a improved belt as well on them. But obviously, with that low mileage and the good full service history, from my experience of EcoBoost, should be good to go. But yeah, like I say, comment down below, correct me if I'm wrong, but someone said, I'm sure said in the comments, that by this point Ford had started to put an improved belt in. Yeah, but I don't know that for a fact, so yeah, if anybody knows, comment down below. Right, last one we've got is a totally new thing for me. Never had one of these before. EV. It's a RAV4. Obviously had RAV4s before, they're super popular, but this is the 2.4 or is it 2.2 petrol with the hybrid setup as well. 67 plates, so same year as our Fiesta there. This one's done 40,000 miles. It is pretty much immaculate from what I've seen so far. I haven't given it a clean yet, but from my walk around and look around it, it looks pretty darn immaculate. Even the diamond cut alloys, thank goodness, are all still in really nice condition. I'm not looking to have to do any alloy wheel refurbs, so that's good news. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any paintwork at all, which is also good news, being a silver. It doesn't even seem to really need a machine polish. We've got the Devon side here for the hedges. Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Might benefit from a little polish. Oh yeah, I think it probably will benefit from a machine polish down this side at least. I always end up doing the whole thing. I always do. I always think I might just do one side, but I always end up doing the whole thing. Yeah, so drove this one back as well, and again, drove absolutely perfect. No issues at all. This is obviously quite an expensive car for me. I think the retail on this is sort of over 15 grand with 42,000 miles on it, and automatic as well. So automatic hybrid with the 2.4 petrol, but it seems to be averaging well over 40 miles to the gallon, which seems to be quite good for a car this size with a 2.4 petrol in it. Interior is immaculate, if not just a little bland as Toyotas are. They could do with a bit more of a mix of plastics, couldn't they, and some colour in there. But I say that's what Toyota is, isn't it? It's got a stitched leather dash on it. And this is a Icon spec. I don't know where that falls in the Toyota range, despite what people seem to think as a car dealer. They seem to think I should know every single spec level on every single manufacturer. Oh, electric boot lid. Didn't know that. Don't think I've been in here yet, actually. Probably had private plates on it. All the guards are in place. Nice little cover there. Yeah, this one, I've no idea. I've not sold one before. RAV4s are always popular, but I've not sold a hybrid one before. But from the drive, I'm quite impressed. Nice smooth drive, plenty of punch. But like I said, to be able to get decent MPG over 40 as an average, which means probably on a long run you into the 50s, that's not bad for something this size with the poke that the 2.4 gives it. If anybody's got one of these, let me know your experience of owning one. So yeah, this is the big boy pants time, because this is obviously the very top end of the kind of things I sell price wise. The Fiesta is probably a bit more expensive than my normal sort of runabouts as well. That's probably in the 9s, I'd have thought, and then obviously the Panda's more in the sort of 5s, I would say. So we've got quite a mixed bag there. Let me know which you think was the best buy out of these in the comments. Right, so I just cleaned up my 3 buys, and I've got to actually stop and pull the Honda out and make sure that's all good on tyre pressures, this, that and the other, and oil and water, because the young lady who borrowed the Toyota Aygo off me while her Nissan X-Trail is being fixed has rung me and said that she's lost steering, not steering but power steering on the Aygo, and it's failing to start again, which sounds to me like an alternator's gone on the battery. So if it jump starts, you can run it. So she's going to drive it back over here. We're going to swap it out for the Honda. That's just had its advisory free MOT, isn't it? And I think, to be honest, it's probably going to be a better car for her. Hopefully she won't break this one. I don't think it's anything to do with her. It's probably just that Aygo was a pain in the bum at the best times, wasn't it? I replaced loads of parts, and I think we did put a used alternator on that, so it's possible the used alternator's failed. So I'll have to get off and get down to Alt Start in Barnstable and get them to rebuild the alternator. So yeah, pull this out, check everything over, get her to sign all new paperwork on a new loan car, and take the iGo back. I'd rather if she was using the iGo, because like I say, I think I'm going to keep that as a loan car anyway. I'm planning on selling the Honda, but I can't leave her without a motor. So our friends at Topon have just sent me their latest diagnostics machine, the CarPal. And they tell me this one is designed for those of you that really just want to do the very basic checks on the vehicle and are unlikely to start getting into doing the repairs yourself. You just want an idea of what might be wrong with your car, have the ability to clear codes and maybe reset some services, that kind of thing. So this is the sort of the lower end of the Topon market. The price point is pretty crazy. With the special offer down below, they're going to let you have one of these for just £31.99. So let's get it unpacked and let's give it a go and see what it's all about. Because at that price point, it's sort of less than half an hour's labour down at a garage. So with this device, it connects to your phone. We need to download the Topon app and then scan the code there to activate it. So we'll use it on Old Faithful, the Suzuki Swift Sport, because that popped to light the other day. It did go back out again, but I imagine it's in the stored codes. So we'll have a little look-see as to what that's got to say for itself. Poor state of this car. So as always, you just need to root under your dash and find out where your OBD port is. It's normally on the left or right-hand side. Just get your head underneath here, find where it is. Just plug your device straight in. So we'll connect to our CarPal, all connected up. Let's do a vehicle health check now. Here, this also gives us I need to scan the actual device first, 1 second. And you can see here you can select 3 makes. So I'm gonna obviously select Suzuki, confirm the model, scan all of the parts of the car, and off it goes. Got 2 in the engine powertrain. Oh look, we've got a number of faults. So I've got a score of 76 health for my vehicle, so not the greatest score ever. I guess you could use this if you're going to look at a car as well. You could plug in and get yourself a score. Let's go and have a look at the engine powertrain. It says I've got a oxygen sensor, no activity detected, so I've got a dead oxygen sensor, but it says there that I can ignore that one. So if that was just the only one popping up, I could drive on that code. And then it's got another one here, severe catalyst system efficiency below threshold. So it's basically telling me my catalytic converter is dead, which I think I knew on this car anyway. Shall I look at some other ones? ABS fault, power steering, engine speed signal, severe. Wants me to get that one sorted out. Let's clear those and see which ones come back again. The score's gone up to 88 because some of those codes have cleared. Now obviously it's going to clear the ones for the oxygen sensor and for the catalytic converter because they won't be triggered again until I drive it and it gets a reading. It's kept hold of the power steering fault, engine speed signal, and air conditioning, which I'm not bothered about. It says severe, but I'm not actually bothered about the aircon system. So we do have live data if you want to check stuff. So there we go. We've got engine coolant temperature, engine RPM, wheel speed, intake temperature. So there's still a lot of higher end information we can get out of this. So quite a lot of information there if you do want to delve a little bit deeper into what's going on with your car. We've got a battery test. The engine started successfully. And there's our results. The battery is normal, it's 13.8 and it's charging as the alternator runs. So that shows us, that figure there shows us that the alternator is charging the battery. Got your oil reset there, your throttle reset, your electronic parking brake reset, BMS, I'm not sure what's that, DPF regen, TPMS sensors, a lot of features for such a low cost device. Now that is a fantastic little bit of kit, to be fair. I thought it was going to have less features than that for the price point, but that really is going to do pretty much everything you as a little home mechanic might want to do. Or if, like I say, you just want to get an idea of what it might cost to fix your car, what your car's general health is. So Katrina's put together an offer for you, just £31.99 for this device, which is an absolute bargain. I'll put a link in the video description down below.